welcome to your primetime news here on MTV Sports. I'm Krishna Panditaratna.
And I'm Nadim Majid. Now the final preparations are underway at the Sirasa Vesak zone to where an exposition of sacred relics will take place. For more details, here's Aaron Radharatnam from the Sirasa Vesak zone.
Yes, thank you, Nadim. Well, the procession accompanying the relics of Lord Buddha and the Maharathan Theras is expected to reach the Vesak zone by tomorrow. Well, preparations are in full swing here at the Sirasa Vesak zone at the environs of the MTB MBC head office in Braybrook Place, Colombo too. The Sirasa Vesak zone this time will comprise of many features with several new additions as well. Stay tuned to Primetime News as I bring you more details during the bulletin.
Well, thank you very much, Aaron. Aaron will be joining us later on in the news with more.
And now let's take a look at the headlines.
Making headlines this evening, preparations underway for the Sirasa Vesak zone. Pandals and dansals set up for those visiting the Vesak zone to pay homage to the sacred relics. Minister Vasudeva Nanayakkara says that a new constitution based on national unity needs to be created. The JVP organizes a protest march against the electricity tariff hike.
Tomorrow, devotees will have the opportunity to pay homage to the sacred relics of Lord Buddha and the sacred relics of 10 Maharathan Theras under one enclosure at the Sirasa Vesak zone at Braybrook Place in Colombo. A procession carrying the sacred relics to the Sirasa Vesak zone commenced from Kandy on Tuesday. The procession recommenced its journey this morning from the historic Dadagamuwa Vihara in Kalagirihena and arrived at the Kalani Raja Mahavihara today.
Yesterday, the procession carrying the sacred Keshadhatu of Lord Buddha and the sacred relics of 10 Maharathan Theros arrived at the historic Dadagamuwa Vihara in Kalagenihena from the Dadimunda Devalaya in Alut Nuwara via Kegol and Nitambua. Devotees were granted the opportunity to pay homage to the sacred relics before the procession left the Dadagamuwa Vihara this morning.
This is a great deed. It is a help to our country and our religion. We are very grateful.
We are grateful to the Sirasa Media Network for granting us the opportunity to pay homage to these relics before we die. Passing Kalagirihena and Yakkala, the procession arrived at the Vijayawardhana Sri Mahavihara in Imbulgoda. As the procession arrived at the Kadawatha town, floral tributes were paid to the sacred relics by air.
සේරුවාවිල ඒ වගේම කිරින් දහනය කරමින් තමයි මේ අවස්ථාව
Passing the town of Kiribati, the procession carrying the sacred relics arrived at the Kalani Raja Mahavihara.
මේ රටේ බෞද්ධාගමික ප්‍රබෝධයක් ඒ වගේම බෞද්ධ ශාසනයට
This is a flourishing in Buddhism and a great source of strength to the Buddha Sasana. We highly appreciate this great initiative carried out by the Sirosa Media Network. On behalf of all the Sri Lankans, I extend my gratitude to the Sirosa Media Network for carrying out such a timely deed at a time when brotherhood, reconciliation, unity and understanding between religions and ethnicities should spread in the country.
ආප්ත විය යුතු කාලවකවානුවක් තුළදී ඊ타මත්ම කාලෝචිත පුණ්‍ය ක්‍රියාවක් සිර සමාධි ජාලය ඉෂ්ට සිද්ධ කිරීම ගැන ලංකාවාසී ජනතාව වෙනුවෙන් මගේ ස්තුතිය සහ ප්‍රණාමය පුද කරනවා.
Meanwhile, the sacred relics of Lord Buddha's closest disciples, Sariputta and Moggallana, will also be included in the exposition of relics at the Sirosa Vesak zone. Speaking to News First, Chairman of the Sri Lanka Mahabodhi Society, Venerable Banagal Upatissa Thera, expressed his views.
The most holy relics of Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana is enshrined at Mahabodhi Agrasravaka Mahavihara at Colombo, which was brought from India in 1955 on request of Mahabodhi Society and the government of Sri Lanka. So these relics will be there will be exposition at the Sirosa Vesak zone from 24th, 25th and 26th. So we request all the Buddhist followers to come and have a worship of this relics at Sirosa Vesak Kalate.
News First, Aaron Rajaratnam is at the Sirosa Vesak zone looking into the preparations that are being made for the coming days. Let's cross over to Aaron.
Well, preparations are in full swing at the Sirosa Vesak zone, which commences tomorrow here at the environs of the MTV MBC head office in Braybrook Place, Colombo 2. Well, the public will have the opportunity to pay homage to the relics of Lord Buddha and the Maharatha Theras from 4 p.m. onwards tomorrow at the Vesak zone, which will be open to the public for a period of 3 days. Well, the Sirosa Vesak zone will also comprise of many other features, including the country's first ever LED pandal. We at News First invite you, our viewers, to visit the Vesak zone and be a part of this special event.
Now, those who visit the Sirosa Vesak zone from tomorrow will be able to feast their eyes on Sri Lanka's first Teletorana or LED pandal erected in the environs of the MTV MBC head office in Braybrook Place, Colombo. The pandal, which features 3 stories, comprises of over 100 artworks.
The fully digitalized pandal at the Sirosa Vesak zone is 48 feet in height and is 82 feet wide. The artwork and design of the pandal, which consists of 190 wide screens, was done at the MTV MBC studio complex premises in Depanama. The pandal will depict the stories of Sariputta and Moggallana, Angulimala Maharaja Thera and Devadatta. In addition, the film Sri Siddhartha Gautama will be screened at the Sirosa Vesak zone from 7 p.m. onwards. Several dancehals will be set up on the 24th, 25th and 26th of this month for the benefit of those visiting the Sirosa Vesak zone.
The first flag of the No Tobacco Samurdhi Flag Day program was pinned on President Mahinda Rajapaksa today at Temple Trees. The program is being held to mark World No Tobacco Day.
The No Tobacco Samurdhi Flag Day program has been an annual program initiated for the past 18 years since 1996 to coincide with World No Tobacco Day. The program will be initiated across the island from the 31st of May to the 10th of June. All proceeds from the sale of no tobacco flags will be used for housing projects for war heroes, housing projects for the needy, the distribution of equipment for disabled persons, and other community welfare projects.
On to more local stories. An unidentified group has attacked the chairman of the Kalniya Pradeshiya Sabha, Prasanna Ranavira, and another Pradeshiya Sabha member. The chairman and the councillor who were injured in the attack were initially admitted to the Kiribatkura hospital and are currently receiving treatment at the Ragama Teaching Hospital.
When News First made inquiries, the deputy chairman of the Kelaniya Pradesh Sabha said that the attack had occurred when the chairman and councillor Nadika Sampath were participating at an event to mark the commencement of the resurfacing of a road in the area. A clash had erupted when another group had come to the area and had put up hoardings, allegedly without the approval of the Pradesh Sabha. The deputy chairman added that the chairman Prasanna Ranavira and councillor Nadika Sampath were assaulted when Ranavira had made inquiries from the group regarding the hoarding. The chairman of the Kelaniya Pradesh Sabha and councillor Nadika Sampath, who were injured in the attack, were admitted to the Kiribati hospital. They were later transferred to the Ragama Teaching Hospital for further treatment. Meanwhile, a group staged a demonstration near the Kiribati hospital in protest against the attack. When News First made inquiries, police media spokesperson SP Buddhika Sirivardhana said that the attack had occurred when the chairman of the Pradesh Sabha had questioned the group regarding the displaying of a banner without the approval of the Pradesh Sabha. The police media spokesperson added that both factions have lodged complaints with the police. He said that an individual who is alleged to have assaulted the chairman of the Kelaniya Pradesh Sabha has been hospitalized. Sirivardhana added that investigations are underway on the basis of both complaints.
In other local news, speaking at an event held in Jayala today, Minister Basil Rajapaksa said that constructive criticism will assist the development process of the country.
An event to declare open the maternity clinic in Batuwata Jayala was held under the auspices of Minister of Economic Development Basil Rajapaksa. When we move forward, we are met with criticism. When we construct a port, they call it a swimming pool. They question the number of ships that arrive at the port. They multiply the number of ships and divide it by the cost. King Parakramabahu, the king who made several tanks in this country, would have never constructed tanks if criticism was leveled and calculations were made for the cost of the tank based on the paddy harvested in the first season.
The JAP organized a protest march today against the electricity tariff hike. The march commenced from Borala.
The protest march organized by the JVP commenced this evening. A group including the General Secretary of the JVP, Tilvin Silva, took part in the protest march. The protest march reached the Fort Railway Station where members of the JVP addressed the gathering.
The current government is burdening the people from all sides. The price of diesel has increased. Taxes are imposed on milk powder and on sprats. Taxes are also imposed on a kilogram of sugar and even on green gram. The various taxes are burdening the people.